NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Cardinal first
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
to DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Kick is good.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Cardinals 7, Panthers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Corey Peters brought him.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
Here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Buda Baker with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over at first and
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
a gain of 14.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Justin Burris.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball carrier.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On second down, it's Carson. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Brings up third down and 11.
On third down, Taylor going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Michael Palardy now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10.
41-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that mattered.
And he coughed it up, and the Panthers have recovered. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
No gain on the play. 2nd and...
On 2nd down, here's Taylor, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Good. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
To throw again is Taylor. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Dancing to his left. And the Panthers in for the score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 1, Murray. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. First down, Murray. That's once again complete to Chark. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Arizona.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
Murray's pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up for... And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now 2nd and 10.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Taylor will throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play action, now Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A 56-yard attempt.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
For the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
A gain of 50.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete to DJ
Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And his kick is right through. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a...
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Carolina! DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
And what do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Well, even I can figure out that DeAndre Hopkins is clearly one of the best receivers in the game. Over the last 3 seasons, over 1,100 yards in each season. And don't forget, defenses have been keying on him each and every snap. This guy produces no matter what the situation, no matter what the coverage. Just find him and get him the football.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And the Cardinal.
He's going to run again. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
The 14-yard.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now this time Murray to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Panthers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They go play action with Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete.
Wilson, incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Taylor. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Throwing again, it's Taylor.
17-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trust...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16.
By the Cardinals.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
That's the end.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Yetur Gross-Matos, the rookie. That's why they drafted him, getting in there and making the play defensively. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 more yards.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Panthers 31, Cardinals 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Second and 4.
Murray again. This is Drake. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tackled at the 40-yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Murray now. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A quick throw complete to Chark. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
7.
Play action, it's Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, Taylor. Open man is Anderson.
That's good.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. Now it's Taylor. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. On third down, Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on fourth and very short. Taking the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. It would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Murray. And, a crusher there. Tay Jackson picks it.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed to head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So for the Panthers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.